It all started with a World Series pregame show in 1953. It was Yankees against the Brooklyn Dodgers, hosted by a sportscaster named Bernie Waterman, the first WICS on-air staff member 70 years ago this week. It started out at the Leland Hotel. Channel 20 had a broadcast range of just over 30 miles in all directions. But with such a small radius, a larger threat loomed 18 stations down on the dial.
Springfield was actually issued a Channel 2. And all of the local radio stations tried to get it. We were expecting Channel 2 to come on the air,
Sure.
And when that occurred, 20 would have been dead. And that's one reason why they stayed at the Leland Hotel. They had their transmitter and tower on top of WCVS's AM station in Southern View.
It was at the Leland Hotel where WICS began to grow. Live kids shows, Pigwell Pete, Clickety Clack, news, sports, and more. But it was after Channel 2 officially moved out to St. Louis in 1957 when News Channel 20 became what it is today.
How did that affect WICS? Once it was out of town, Channel 2 was in St. Louis.
Once it was out of town, they started making investments in the facility here. They built a new tower at Mechanicsburg. It was a 1,000-foot tower, which has since been replaced. And they built this studio here on East Cook Street in the early mid-60s.
Right.
So it was completed, and they drove cars in here for commercials. And I mean, they had a huge studio compared to what they had at the Leland Hotel.